Dzień dobry Państwu, Park Erindale w Mississadze i dzisiaj tutaj dużo ludzi, dużo zabaw, nawet polscy harcerze są tam za mną z tyłu, ale idziemy na spotkanie partii New Blue. Wielu uważa, że to taka efemeryda, że no cóż, ale głosowało na tę partię w ostatnich wyborach kilkaset tysięcy osób i jest w tej partii dużo Polaków, było dużo kandydatów polskiego pochodzenia. Zobaczmy, jak to wygląda dzisiaj.
Dzisiaj obchodzimy święto, bo mamy 1 rok od czasu założenia New Blue Party of Ontario. Tak samo prawie rok też minął również od ostatnich wyborów. I w tej chwili mamy taką sytuację, że New Blue Party spełniła wszystkie formalne wymagania, żeby być zarejestrowaną w Election Ontario. Także będziemy startować do następnych wyborów. Jesteśmy partią, która już posiada jakiś elektorat. Podczas ostatnich wyborów mieliśmy 125 tysięcy głosów. Jesteśmy 5. partią w Ontario i dzisiaj postanowiliśmy uczcić tyle sukcesów, taką rocznicę piękną. Także zaprosiłam członków New Blue Party, zaprosiłam naszych przyjaciół i zaraz będziemy śpiewać 100 lat New Blue. Mamy specjalny tekst przygotowany. Także
słyszę język polski, dużo Polaków.
tak, jest bardzo duża grupa Polaków, oczywiście naszych przyjaciół, również członków New Blue i są również tutaj kandydaci, którzy kandydowali z ramienia New Blue. No, w tej chwili przy zalegalizowaniu naszej partii z Election Ontario już mamy po prostu, nie straciliśmy żadnego ridingu, czyli 125 ridingów jest w jakiś sposób w zasięgu New Blue Party, mamy swoich przedstawicieli, także po prostu pracujemy w naszych społecznościach, w grupie naszych przyjaciół, że jest taka siła, na którą mogą zawsze polegać. To jest bardzo ważne.
Czyli jeżeli ktoś chce zobaczyć, jakie jest stanowisko partii w różnych dziedzinach życia społecznego, tak. Podatki, nie tylko podatki, strona
internetowa jest New Blue Party of Ontario. Bardzo łatwo znaleźć tą stronę. Tam jest program, jest kontakt do naszych liderów i można się z nimi w każdej chwili skontaktować i po prostu rozmawiać z nimi.
To z Panią możecie skontaktować.
I bardzo proszę, również kontakt ze mną. Ja się nazywam Renata Cynarska i mój telefon to jest 905 460 6179.
So there are so many rational people in Etobicoke, at least in Etobicoke Center. But they're scared and they're quiet, and I don't know why. And I remember coming up to this one family, and they were crying when I came to the door.
They have no representation.
Yes, and they're shocked. So when I came to their door, they were like tears, and I was like, "Oh my God!" First of all, I'm like, "That's a lot of responsibility. I don't know how much I can do, but I'm trying." But they felt so alone, and I just wish we had more of an awareness of our community, because you're everywhere. Like literally, you're everywhere. I did actually not bad. I can't remember the percentage. It was maybe. Was it 5 or 7? But anyways, and then after that, I ran for ward councillor, and because of the upswell from New Blue and the enthusiasm, we were almost like, I was number 3 out of like 5 candidates, like just underneath the Green Party, and that guy.
You're not disappointed by your experience, right?
No, I'm thrilled, because I think we are literally can only move up, and I think that I believe in exponential growth. So all it just has to happen is one person tells another person, and it's going to get huge. So just keep faith. Stay alive, because we know what's coming. So just keep going, and then our time will come. It wasn't that time. It's fine. I hope when the time comes, I can represent.
Yeah, because there are many people who are afraid to speak for themselves.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think that you are their voice.
I cannot believe that I am anyone's voice, because I am genuinely scared myself, and it takes me so much to overcome my courage. Our last interview, I couldn't stop shaking. But you're on the right side of history. It makes everything easier. I probably don't make a lot of long-term plans now, but I still believe that in the end, the good wins.
What was your experience?
It was very good. I met a lot of very frustrated and like-minded people who wanted another voice, and I think it gave people hope.
Yeah, exactly. That was my question. Is
Yeah.
there hope for normal folk just to live the life we used to have?
You know what? I think people's minds are changing, to be honest, in my opinion. I think people are starting to see the deceit that the government has been sowing and the lies that are coming out, not only in Canada, but across countries in the
Don't
world.
you think that, well, putting the politics aside, it's the governmental overreach?
Yes.
Well, the space for us is narrower, shrinking, yeah.
You know, I do think people see it, and I think they're pushing back. I don't believe. I mean, we have experienced ourselves firsthand that the media was lying. That they, didn't cover us when we were, running for politics. They didn't report all the protests, and I think people are starting to see that. And people, we've planted the seeds, I think, and people are seeing that we were
So
speaking
you
the
see
truth.
that on the streets?
I see it in different people, and I see it like in new people I meet, my mom's friends. Like they're changing their minds. People who believe the government now are very skeptical. The fear has subsided, I think, in many ways. So I think they're starting to think more clearly. I think they've had a chance to the fears kind of set aside, and they're thinking more logically, I think. And a lot of people feel like they've been tricked. And I think there are people that will never change their minds, but I do see a change, and I'm hopeful.
So you'll be candidate in the next election?
Well, who knows? Time will tell. But I'm still doing different things. I'm going to different court cases, and being active and paying attention and sharing information. I've made new friends. We've made a lot of networks. It's been a phenomenal experience. I think a lot of people were isolated these last 2-3 years. I feel like the opposite has happened for us. I think we've made a lot of new friends and a lot of new networks, and I think people see that we're reasonable, that we make sense.
So something like that, you think that people are still awakening?
I think so. I do. Like I said, it's not everybody, but I think people are starting to ask more questions, and which is healthy. And wondering why we can't ask questions and why things are secret from the citizens who these government officials work for. Like everything is a secret. Well, they work for us, and they should be accountable to us. And people are wondering what's happening.
Jak Pani podsumuje swoje zaangażowanie?
O, bardzo dobrze, pozytywnie. Ten rok ostatni to widzieliśmy, co naprawdę jest najważniejsze teraz. I to jest właśnie taka wspólnota, żeby spotykać się z ludźmi, dalej kontynuować tą bardzo ważną misję, co mamy w New Blue. I szczególnie, żeby się orientować tak, żeby ludzie dowiedzieli się o nas, żeby było bardziej znany ten program, co wszystko robimy, campaign, i żeby dowiedzieli się, co jest ważne teraz w elections, w różnych wyborach, żeby ludzie wiedzieli, jakie są prawdziwe, bardzo takie ważne sprawy i po prostu, żeby ludzie rozumieli, jaki są stan. Jesteśmy teraz w takim krytycznym stanie, że musimy wybrać ludzi, którzy zmienią teraz, co się dzieje w Kanadzie.
A jakie są nastroje, jak Pani, nie wiem, chodzi od domu do domu, spotyka się z ludźmi, jakie są opinie o New Blue? Czy nie mówią, po co wy jesteście, mamy Conservative Party, więc jak Pani na to odpowiada, na takie uwagi, że to dzieli głosy?
Właśnie, to często słyszę i od tego odpowiedź daję tak, że to jest w tej chwili provincial party, to jest taki partii z prowincji Ontario do tej pory, ale może w przyszłości, jak Jim i Belinda tak wyczują, że potrzebujemy być federal, to wejdziemy na federal scenę, ale w tej chwili jesteśmy provincial i do tego nie ma comparison, nie można po prostu porównać, jaki jest New Blue versus przeciwko Conservatives, bo w Kanadzie widzimy, że nie ma dużo różnicy, szczególnie jak patrzysz na Conservatives w Ontario i to naprawdę nie masz wyboru. Jak jesteś prawdziwym Conservative i chcesz być Conservative, to najlepiej wybrać New Blue. Ale mamy dużo wsparcia z różnych narodzin, na przykład dużo Portugalu po prostu wolą partię, co ich reprezentuje. To znaczy, że ludzie, co mają takie same ideologie polityczne, rzeczy, co są ważne, issues, co są ważne dla nich, to chcą właśnie głosować na tych rzeczy, bo my o tym rozmawiamy. Inne partie nie mówią o tym, co się działo przez ostatnie 3 lata. I to niestety uraziło dużo ludzi i oni teraz czują to i to wraca teraz, bo jest etap taki ważny, że ludzie rozmawiają o tych bardzo ważnych sprawach.
So you were a candidate in...
I was a candidate in Brampton South with wonderful other candidates.
what is your experience of politics in Brampton?
I only had minimal involvement up until the time that I said to my wife approximately, I don't know, one lovely day, I said to her after finding out about the New Blue Party, I said to her, this is the party that I want to vote for. Unfortunately, there's no candidate in our riding, and I've been following closely, and if there is no candidate by Friday, then I'm going to put my name in. And shortly thereafter, I was in touch with Mr. Karahalios, and I was the candidate, and proud to be so.
Was it expensive? I mean, how much did you...
What is the cost of democracy and of freedom?
Well, sometimes people pay with blood for that.
Absolutely. My father's family, when he was 16 years old, after 500 years in Holland, my grandfather got his family, my father being the eldest, on the last luxury liner out of Holland before the neighbors came calling uninvited for 5 years.
Do you think that there is a possibility of awakening of the citizenry? The people have had enough of this propaganda. They started to distrust the media, the legacy media, and they are looking for someone who will represent their views.
And as I said, I was very happy and very proud to have the opportunity to stand with the New Blue Party. I wouldn't change a thing, but in regards to you saying people are waking up and looking for someone, the truth is no one is coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. We must each stand up, not for ourselves as individuals, but for each other as God-fearing, free people.
Let's hope for that. Thank you very much.
Yes, my pleasure.
Why do you believe in this party, in this platform? Is it because of the family, or?
It is the family aspect. I want a better life for my kids. I want us to. There's lots going on in this world, and I think our kids, our next generation, especially all of them that are here,
What do
they
you think
need
are the
to.
biggest issue for your kids, for the schools,
It's
close
just,
by?
they're being brainwashed. They're being brainwashed a lot, and I think at a young age they need to just be kids, and they need to, like our faith. Our faith is being destroyed. I feel it's in danger, and I think we need to protect our kids, and a party like this would bring that safety to us and our families. Yeah.
Yeah, especially parents. I mean,
As parents,
should
yes.
have a close on the kids, not the government.
Not the government, not at all. There's just too much happening around, and I think we try our best at home. We start in a small way, and then being part of this party, being part of this group, we can make a big difference.
Do you think it is possible in Canada? This is the land of immigrants. Many newcomers
Right.
are here. Do you think that they are being brainwashed too? That their kids are being brainwashed by this?
Their
government?
kids are being, yes, they come with their own values, but then they just have to follow what this country teaches them. And the government, the political leaders, they're not doing what they need to do. And I feel
are not
like
listening. They have
they're not
their own
listening.
agenda.
They have their own agenda. They're not listening. Especially now, being the month of June and the Pride Parade, it's not what our Catholic schools should be going through.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So that's something I know New Blue can fight against.
Okay, good. May I have your name?
My name is Sharon Pereira, and I'm the
All the
CFO
best.
for
All the best.
Brampton
Thank you.
Central. Thank you.
Proszę Państwa, no właśnie, trzeba się angażować, trzeba się nie bać mówić, trzeba nie bać się głosić swoich poglądów. Nie wszystko jest stracone i opór społeczny przed tą narzucaną rewolucją, rewoltą społeczną ma sens. Opór społeczny, jeżeli coś nam się nie podoba, to jest naprawdę jedna z metod nadal wciąż walki tutaj. Nie jest wszystko jeszcze przesądzone, nie jest wszystko jeszcze przegrane. Zachęcam Państwa do aktywności politycznej.